The problem with a job. This video is not to deter you from working a job. It's so you can work your job and not let your job work you. See, one thing about your job, it only has one source of income. You may get paid bi-weekly, but all your money comes from this one entity. So they basically control where you live, what you can eat, what car you drive, based on how much they pay you and how they feel about you for the most part. But this is not, like I said, to deter you from working a job. Another problem with just having a job, let's say you got a degree or something, is the actual competition. Like, you're competing against other employees, and at any point, there's always a clause in your job. They can fire you without cause, right? So you got to worry about turnover, and you got to understand that you're replaceable. So you're just there. Sorry for the misspelling of that. But you're just there, and you don't own anything. You're at the whim of whatever they want you to do. And then another problem with having a job, the boss jokes are just not funny. Brown nosing, aka kissing ass. You gotta kiss a lot of ass to move up from certain positions, but at the end of the day, you gotta give up your integrity at some places for the most part, and then you're less likely to be you. So that's why I believe just working on something that you can stand on, and then you have the platform to say whatever you want, even if they don't like it, because at the end of the day, then they can kiss your ass, right? Then another problem with jobs is favoritism. Like, a boss might just favor a certain employee just for some reason, and that exists in the workplace. That's something that should be talked about, the favoritism aspect. And then another problem with a job is when you start getting to these higher paying jobs and you got a degree. If you wasn't fortunate enough to have your degree fully paid for and you paying out of pocket, most likely you had to take on a lot of student loans. And then a lot of times the student loan payments are basically just buffer out what you would have made working somewhere else had you invested that money. And then another problem with the job is their retirement plan. The 401k, you don't get cash flow, meaning you don't get cash you can actually use today. You gotta wait till you're 60 something. And nobody wants to wait till they're 60 something. If you took that same 401k money and you got a rental property, even when you left the job, you will still be getting checks. And then another problem, this might be minute in the argument, but it's workplace microaggressions. Like, between you and other employees, employee might get a promotion and then they treat the other employee some way with just microaggressions, or just talking behind each other back, or just doing things that are not work related. On the surface, if the job was exactly what you think it was, like you go to work, you go home, and that's the end of it, that'll be okay. But a lot of times, even when you leave work, work is still on your mind because of the microaggressions. And then another thing about the job is, your job does not want you to be financially independent from them. They want you to suck from the titty of the beast so you can get your substance. You got to be able to create your own thing, and then when you want to say things that are true from your heart, and a lot of times it's not aligned with the system because the system ain't human, and it tries to fit square people in a circle hole. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I believe it's very important to build your own thing and not fully rely on a job.